gave them a bunch of gifts. Well, all those gifts were taxable. And this kind of it all comes down to this. I think it happened in 2006 where the IRS started saying, hey, all the stuff that you give those movie stars, that's all taxable. And so there's a couple good articles about it, and that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. So let's go to the articles. And the first article, Oscar nominees will receive gift bags worth nearly $140,000, but they could come with a hefty tax bill. Well, actually, excuse me, they could. And this is the best article that I found that explains this very well. The 94th Academy Awards are on Sunday, and while Hollywood A-listers pile into Los Angeles' Dolby Theater in hopes of walking out with an Oscar, 25 of the nominees will receive a gift bag worth just over $137,000. Just a moment. I ate a bunch of pistachio nuts and it makes me cough. The Everybody Wins gift bag, Everybody Wins, is distributed by LA-based Distinctive Assets to the 5 nominees in each of the 4 acting categories and the nominees for the Best Actor. It's a collection of gifts that include everything from gold-infused olive oil to $10,000 worth of plastic surgery. But if accepted, it can create a hefty tax burden for the recipients. The gift bags are taxable because they are not actually gifts that were given solely out of the affection, respect, or similar impulses for the recipients, according to the dedicated page on the IRS's website about gift bags given to members of the entertainment industry. If you think about it as what is the intent of providing those items, products, or services, obviously it's the hope that the celebrity is going to use that product, go on that vacation. They're trying to influence behavior. The value of the gifts is counted as income on the recipient's taxes. For high earners in California, like many Hollywood actors are, that means a tax rate of over 50%. The Academy actually stopped giving out gift bags to presenters and performers in 2006 due to the IRS scrutiny. It seemed a little inappropriate to offer a gesture of thanks that then carried with it a tax obligation. Distinctive Assets, however, isn't affiliated with the Academy and has been sending out gift bags for 20 years. Each of the recipients, which this year included, receive a form that founder Lash Ferry crafted with the tax attorney explaining that business gifts are taxable and that they should consult their tax professional about it. Someone wants to give you something, you got to talk to your tax attorney. He also points out that despite the eye-popping total value of everything included in the bag, the most valuable gifts needed to be redeemed by the recipient and are not immediately taxable. I thought that was I did not know that. That's not the way most of the articles make it sound. Some articles make it sound like I walk around with a briefcase full of $140,000 in cash and hand it to these nominees. In fact, $5,000 of that $137,000 value is physical products that they can take out and put on in their cupboard or re-gift to their mom or kid. The rest are invitations or offers that have no taxable consequences and no true value unless they redeem it. This year, the most expensive offering and all the expenses paid the most expensive offering is an all-expenses-paid trip to the Turin Castle in Scotland. Guests who accept the offer will have full access to the 17th century castle, complete with butler service and a bagpiper welcome when they arrive. The value of the 3-night stay is $50,000. So if you're paying the taxes on it, it's still going to cost you $25,000. I don't know. It still seems like a lot of money to me. Let's say that Will Smith doesn't go on the trip. His bag isn't worth $137,000. It's worth $137,000 minus $50,000. He says if he doesn't go to the Golden Door, that's another $15,000 off. And if he doesn't use the home renovation services of the Mason Construction, that's another $25,000 off. I like the way he slips in all their names. He's a marketing guy, after all. He says that the 20 years he has been given the gift baskets to the Oscar nominees, no one has ever gotten the full value out of one. A lot of the trips have gotten redeemed, but no one has ever redeemed every single thing, he says. So that's interesting. I thought that was an interesting take on it. We all think that they just get all this stuff and walk away with it. Obviously, I think a lot of the stuff that you don't want, you would want to pay the 50% of the value of it because you're going to have to pay the tax on it. Oscar nominee, this is from Forbes. Forbes does a very good job with tax in stories. Oscar nominees pay tax on $140,000 gifts. IRS Form 1099 says no gift. Everyone likes free stuff no matter who they are, and the Academy Awards every year hands out pricey gifts. Maybe things are more a store this year since the gift bag for top nominees in the past has been jam-packed and worth $205,000. This year it's more svelte, $140,000 worth of stuff, and that's still a lot. Take a look inside the six-figure swag bag for nominees. It includes 50 gift items, but put together by an LA marketing company, distinctive assets. They get luxurious trips, delectable snacks, beauty and skincare treatments, and even a Scottish title and a very small plot of land to call their own from Highland Titles. Companies pay promoters to place their gear into gift bags so that stars will use it, hopefully somewhere on camera. The companies pay a fee to donate the goodies, and nominees get the pricey items for free. Everyone wants celebs to show off their gear, so companies naturally write off the cost of their taxes. That's a legitimate business expense on their taxes, but it's worth thinking about the recipient side of the equation too. Some celebs turn down the gifts, but why would anyone say no to free stuff? One reason is taxes. The celebs have to report the value of what they receive as income, and the taxes can be big. How can gifts be taxed as income? The answer is when they are not really gifts, and the pricey items add up. Top federal taxes are 37%, although they might go up. And then there is California tax topping out at 13.3%. For many, the total tops 50%, especially since you can only deduct $10,000 in state taxes. In addition to these stellar gifts, nominees who also receive vouchers for cosmetic procedures, personal training sessions, life coaching, and so much more. There's plenty more too, and it is all taxable, even if it is not provided in cash. Back in 2006, the Academy stopped officially giving out gifts due to the IRS scrutiny, so the gifts now are not formally part of the Academy. For years, the entertainment industry and the IRS locked horns over the tax treatment of these gifts. Eventually, the tax disputes were settled, with swag being clearly taxable and celebs getting IRS forms 1099. And it's not just celebs. So if you get a gift bag, you have taxable income equal to the fair value, market value. Can't you argue this was a gift, so it isn't income? With family, sure, but not is in this context, since these merchants don't give them solely out of the affection or respect. Although the value of these goodies, it really isn't pay, you still have to report it on your tax return. In case any attendees forget, they receive an IRS Form 1099 reporting it, and these Forms 1099 are key to your taxes. If you fail to report it, it can be ugly with the IRS tax bills and penalties. How about gift certificates or vouchers for trips or personal services? If you redeem the certificates or vouchers, you include the fair market value of the trip or service in your tax return. If you make a selection in a free shopping room, the value of your selection is income too. Still, some celebs regift the bags or turn them down. They can take the charitable contribution deduction if they donate the gift bag to a qualified charity. But the fair market value of the gifts must still be reported on their tax returns. Vendors distributing gifts issue IRS forms 1099 miscellaneous. So why don't celebs receive a 1099 when they say thanks but no thanks? A form 1099 tags you with income. It can be tough to untangle when you know that your form 1099 is wrong. Cash can feature at the Oscars too. Some years ago, Women's Wear Daily reported that Meryl Streep canceled the Chanel costume culture creation after the fashion house refused to pay her to wear to the Oscars. The $105,000 dress was already in production when Streep's team allegedly said, "Don't continue the dress. We found somebody who will pay us." A representative for Ms. Streep denied that claim, saying it is against her personal ethics to be paid to wear a gown on the red carpet. But stories of pay to play still come up from time to time. The Daily Mail once noted that it's not uncommon for celebrities to make money by wearing gowns, jewels, accessories for big award shows. Some have been reported to receive up to $250,000 to wear a dress on the red carpet. Swag or not, if a celebrity is paid to wear a dress to an event, even if they pocket the money, or is it taxable? Just about everything else, the IRS gets its cut. And while the practice may not be widely discussed, there's little doubt the designers paying the fees should issue the stars an IRS Form 1099 for the fee. IRS Forms 1099 are required for Oscars gifts bags too. In the past, the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences sued distinctive assets for promoting the bags as official Oscar Swag. The lawsuit claimed that Distinctive Assets uses the Academy's trademark to raise the profile of its gift bags and falsely created the impression of association, affiliation, connection, sponsorship, or endorsement. Sounds like a lawyer there to me. The lawsuit was resolved amicably. If any money was exchanged, the IRS probably got some of that too. Though lawsuit taxes often hinge on the select settlement wording. We talked a lot about that on in this show. That's one of the 5 IRS rules on how lawsuit settlements are taxed. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. I wanted to talk about it. We often talk about the taxes for gifts for baseball and other things, and I thought this was an interesting twist. That there's taxes on it, and there's taxes on everything. So oftentimes you want to work it into your agreement. If they're going to give you something, make sure that it's work that you're paying for it. So otherwise, then it's not taxable, and so that's very important. So anyway, that's where we are today. So thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you. I thought it's an interesting take on the Academy Awards. Now remember.